Hey everyone, it's Lori. Welcome back to my channel, Lori J Journals, for another edition of All Things Altered. Just as a reminder, this is an open collab organized by Arlene from Creating in the Waiting. Please visit her YouTube channel. She makes beautiful junk journals, and she's really about sharing the space and the community and bringing creators together to share ideas and get exposure to our channels. So today I am going to alter some clothing tags, and I collect a lot of these. I have some other ones even. I've mentioned in other videos, Natural Life, which is one of my favorite stores. I keep these. This is a blank tag. It has some adhesive on the back because I peeled off a price tag. Anyway, I love to keep tags, especially these that I'm altering today. Here's the reason why I've chosen these. These are like chipboard. They're really sturdy. They're thick. Look at, they even come with a ribbon in it, and these two came with even pins because they're pinned to the clothing or to the accessory, whatever it is you bought. This one doesn't have a pin, but anyway, I thought it would be fun to alter these because they're so sturdy. They can take glue and collage and paint and probably not even miss a beat. It's funny, these look like the exact same tag, but this one's completely blank, and this one has something I'll need to cover up here. And then this one is just completely blank, but it on the other side, but it's black, so we'll have to play with that and see what we can do with that. So today I am altering some chipboard clothing tags as my All Things Altered. And I just wanted to mention, I had a fight with a Dilution spray bottle. I shook it up and it wasn't closed all the way, and now I have teal colored freckles. So just to explain my dirty hands, that's where I'm coming from. Been playing with ink all weekend. So let's get started here. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the ribbons so that they don't get ruined while I'm playing with the tags. And I can put these right back on because they have these slip knot things. And I might even take these pins off and put them in my stash. I'm not sure. We'll see what I end up doing with them. And I thought a great way to deal with these today would be to bring out the luscious little baby scrap bowl. And because I'm working on small surfaces and I have this ever-growing small little collage bowl, I thought it would be a good way to use up some scraps. We'll pull down some glue. Should have had that down ahead of time. For this, I think I'll mostly use glue stick, but I like always, I've always mentioned this, I like to have the art glitter glue handy, so if I need to get under edges or corners and just give it a little extra, that I can do that. I've been working a lot with bright colors lately. I'm working on a journal, a create journal, I call it, and the whole point of that is for it to be an interactive journal for the user. You can check out those videos. I'm sharing my process along the way, and that I'm preparing that for an event in the Savage Art Facebook group, which is Arlene's Facebook group. I am a mod in there, and I'm working on a journal for an event in that group. Anyway, so I think I'll start with a little bit of bright color. I think I'm going to start, funny enough, with this strange black one. I don't know how much you can really do with a tag like this. But hey, certainly you could take a white, I'm blanking on what script, what are these called? Oh, of course, Signos. A white Signo or silver one, even gold, you can write on black. And you can write a quote, you can write a message. Some people like to put scripture on there. You can put that. You can make an affirmation or a reflection, a song, lyric, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and cover up this ad on the side, and I think this is some fun collage paper, but if I try to use it here, it's going to show the words through. So I might look at putting that on top once I get some paper down. So let's see what we can get going here. Of course, don't I love that a heart fits on there. That's the, you know what, right away, that's what's happening. You guys know me with my hearts. I just can't resist. Thanks, Mommy. My mom is just, she's a heart gal, and she always loved hearts and Valentine's Day. And I say that, I shouldn't be saying that in past tense. My mom is very much alive and with me, thankfully. But when I speak in the past, I'm talking about my childhood. She always loved to buy us stuff on Valentine's Day, like heart-shaped candy and pajamas and what else? I have a little, you guys know I've talked about these little dishes that I love. These are not from my mom, but I do have some in my kitchen that are from my mom, along with a whole host of other things. I've been with my husband since I was really young, 16 years old. So he is very much a part of my family. My parents just love him. And my mom would even buy my husband a pair of like boxer shorts with hearts on them. Or, everyone, me and my sister and my husband always got Valentine's Day gifts from my mom. Now we shower her with gifts because she's retired and we work and we love to celebrate her as much as we can. So now we get to buy her things. Brings us joy, and make her things. My sister has kind of taken over the Valentine's Day duty, so to speak. She sends all of us. This year she sent us lip gloss in heart-shaped, and a little heart-shaped, applicator, I guess you would call it. So she's kind of taken over Valentine's Day. I like this, has some words on it. To all, there's something, let me get this close so you can see it. So this was torn off of something. I don't know what was said here, but it says something to all, ... pure and full of love. And I love that. So I'm going to, I think if I, let's see, collage is all about finding the right spot for the right thing. I think I like it right there, actually. I think that's good. And I'm not worrying about the edges because I'm going to cut the edges off when I'm finished. So I'm not going to sweat it now. Getting as close to that hole as I can so that I don't have to fuss with it. I could always punch it back in if I cover it, but I'm going to try not to. And here I'm going to cut off now so I can start to see what makes sense around this. I really was mostly concerned with the part around the heart, but since I'm here, I have to remind myself to stay in camera, in lens, so I'm sorry for that. Sometimes the way I'm sitting when I'm recording is a little different than how I normally sit because I like to make sure that you don't get the distraction of my big bushy hair if I lean over. I noticed in a video I recorded last week when I rewatched it that my hair was coming through on the camera. No big deal. It's just, it can be really, I have big hair. I have thick curly hair, and it's that time of year in Florida with big thick curly hair. You are even bigger, thicker, curlier hair because the humidity sets us into full fluff mode. Okay, let's see what else we got here. It's looking very blue and green, which I love. Those are my colors. I'm wondering if I should bring in something pink or purple, or I really like this. I love the piece of this dark A here, but I don't know that I want to cover everything. And I also like these circles. I think I'm actually going to preserve this part and use the circles. Or maybe I'll put it on this side. Yeah. So more blue and green. It's okay. My favorite colors. I don't know if it's the nature aspect of blue and green that I love so much. I really do love, it's funny, it's like, I love the ocean, and I like going to the beach, but it's not that I love being at the beach all the time. It's I love the calming waters. So my dad lives on the beach, and actually he was literally on the water, but they just moved. And I love just sitting during COVID. I would work from there because I work remotely, and I would just sit out on their lanai, or their balcony. It was really a balcony, with coffee early in the morning and just listen to the waves. Similarly at night, it's lovely there at night as well. And so I do like going to the beach, but more than going down to the beach and sitting in the sand. Sorry, I kicked my camera stand. More than going down and sitting in the sand, I just really love the calm feel of being around the water. I get the same feeling like on a cruise ship. I've only been on a couple of cruises. And I like them okay. My husband's not a huge fan of cruising. He gets antsy. He doesn't like being stuck on the boat. But that we joke, we went on a cruise many years ago. My son is now 25, and I think he was just a small kiddo back then. I think he stayed with one of my parents while we were away. But we went on a cruise, and the thing that we remember most about it is we got some of the best night's sleep ever because of the rocking, the slight rocking that you get sleeping on the water from the waves. And it was so pleasant. Some people probably don't like that, but we just loved it. This is shaping up to be pretty nice. I like this. It's a nice little collage. I've got the heart there. I'm not sure that I love the way this is just dark black in here, but we'll see. I need something else right here. There is a little spot. I do happen to have, from something else I was working on, some of these hearts, but these are too big. Let's see. Have some smaller ones as well. I kind of like that. It's a little dark. I was looking to bring a little more brightness in. Let me see let's look in the heart bowl. Maybe I have another small heart that's a brighter color, and we can use that. Let's see what I got. I see a few little small ones, but they're not the right colors. A red one, a black one. Let's see. Actually, one of these, yeah, a couple of these came in Happy Mail. I know these are from Arlene, and I can tell because look at this beautiful paper. She does a lot of her journals in these, so she probably took small pieces that were left, her scraps, and punched some beautiful hearts, and she knows I love hearts. So when she sent me some Happy Mail, she probably, quite honestly, she might have made them just for me. I wouldn't be surprised because she's thoughtful like that. But these are not the right color scheme, so I'm going to save those for another day. I do have these, which are just kind of plain. I don't know that they're what I want. Let's take one more look through really quick. Here's some more of those dark ones. I think these are from Linda. It's so funny how when you look in your stash, sometimes you can immediately recognize where some of the items came from your friends. I really like this heart. I think it's a tiny bit too big, but maybe I want it to. So it's fun sometimes to have something hang off like that. And I'm still not sure. I think this is the answer to this. I don't know if I'm in shot, so let me. Still not loving the way this heart looks. So I'm looking for a small, bright colored one to put in the middle, and I don't think I have one. I think they're all too big. This is a fun heart too, but not the right colors. I don't think red goes really with what I have going on here. Ooh, but I did find, let's see, this might work here. No, I actually still like the yellow one, and I think it's okay that it comes off the page. And I love that it says pure and full of love, and then there's a heart right below. I do think I'm gonna do that. I think it's okay for it to hang off. Why not, right? I'm gonna use glitter glue for this, if it's not clogged, that is. This bottle's getting down kind of low. I already have a big refill bottle that I'm trying so hard to use up what's in here before I put new glue in so I can get all the old glue out. I'm gonna see if I can dig around in there a little bit with the pin. Yeah, I can already see that I think it's coming out now. Yeah. You'll notice too that I have no underpaper on my desk. And that's because, yet again, I have pulled up my underpaper to use it to make some journals. And earlier today, you're watching this on Monday, and to be transparent, I am filming this over the weekend because I have a lot going on at the start of the week, and I wanted to make sure I had time to make this. So I'm filming this over the weekend to get ready for Monday. And I've been doing a lot of art this weekend. That's what the whole thing with my hands and all that. And I moved my underpaper into my kitchen and covered my kitchen island with it because I needed more expansive space than I had here in my craft room office combo. So I decided to move it in there. And you know what I think I'm going to do here is I wonder if this is going to work. Let's see. Oh, it will. Look at that. I think I'm just going to, have a little fun. Said I wanted to bring pink in. Well, here you go. Pink polka dots. Why not? And this is a Jelly Roll pen. So it's Jelly Roll Moonlight. So it's like a really fine paint pen, and it works on the black, which is fantastic. Oh, and I think I like it. It gave it just the pop of color that I wanted. I forgot I need to do this. So we have one more spot to cover here. Let's see, looking at some more of these small pieces. This is jelly printed, what do you call it? Deli paper. So it's nice and thin, and I think I'll be able to punch through it. Here's to hoping. The cool thing about printing on jelly paper, jelly printing on deli paper, that's a mouthful, is you get two different tones when you flip it over. So I chose to do this one. This is where I put the glue over here, but I could have done this side too and got a brighter green out of it. That actually would have been really nice, but too late. All right, I really like that, and I'm going to leave it alone for now. I'll punch the hole back in it after the glue dries. I don't want to mess with it, and I'm just trying to clean this edge a little bit. Trying to punch a hole through deli paper is already going to be a little bit challenging. And I think with the glue wet still, I'm going to just leave it alone. And I might even later, again, once everything's totally dry, I might go and ink the edges of this. I'm not sure yet. One of the things, this is a little tip, one of the things that's really helpful when you collage over an edge like this and you want the edges to be really clean, sometimes it's hard to get your scissors close enough to the edge to really trim it up completely the way you want it. You can see I'm having trouble here. This is collage tissue, so it's really thin and it's not behaving. One of the things you can do to clean up your edges is to ink. And even if you use an ink that's not, that doesn't create contrast, like even if I were to use a little bit of black ink or just something really light or like a light green that goes with a lot of this, it mats down your edges and it makes everything really clean. So I'm really happy with this. So that's the first one. And I think I'll do one more before we say see you later. And then I can do the third one later. I decided, I don't know if you can see this when I don't hold it up, but I decided it would be a good idea to have all things altered in screen so that it's a reminder that that's what I'm making these for. All right, so we'll fix the hole and put the string back later. Now we have this one. I chose this one because it's the one that doesn't have anything on the back, which means it's a completely blank, nice tag to use in a journal or for something else. I'm going to start right away with this because I really like it and has a nice clean edge. If you remember, I've said before, oh, that's what that paper was. That little paper that I tossed away was keep my board clean, get glue on it. That I like really clean edges when I'm collaging. If I can do something that's edge to edge so I don't have to worry about trimming it, then it's nice. I did not glue this part yet in case I decide I want to tuck a piece under there. So I've just glued the edges and I'm gonna work out from there. And I'm still, I think it's it is. I'm still working from the same pile of scraps that I was using at the start. Here's a really fun one. Look at these lips with the paint coming out of them. Here's another color. That was just a scrap from one of my collage books. This is a fun color and it goes really well with the A. It doesn't cover the writing there, so I still might have to put something else there. And this is deli paper too, so it's a bit sheer, and maybe I want to put something under it rather than over it so that it shows through. I don't know. This heart goes really well. I'm going to leave that out. Look at me with the hearts again, you know. My mom trained me well. Here's another one. I just love this. I think this is, I'm going to save this for a bigger tag. I really like that piece. All right. I think I'm going to get this down. And if I decide I need something else there, I'll just collage over it. And again, I've got a nice edge here, so I'm using that to my advantage. I probably will ink this one because it's stark white. So I probably will ink it when I'm finished, but, or maybe not, I don't know. Now I'm gonna glue this down now because I have that paper there. Maybe this is just the right thing. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm gonna do that. I think I like that. It covers the letters here, but I'm gonna wait and do a little more collaging before. Deli paper is sometimes really hard to smooth out. It takes multiple times sometimes to get it matted down. What else do I have here? Could put some writing. I mean, writing is always a good thing to collage. I don't know what this says. I think this is from Somerset magazine. And look, I can just cover up the writing with writing. How about that? Why not? That's kind of cool. I like that. The black and white of the writing brings nice contrast. Now I can use the heart somewhere up there when I'm finished. Let's see what else we have here. I'm going to bring in, oh, I like these circles. And I also like that there's pink and purple in this. All right. How do I don't want to cut here because that's too much pink and not enough of this. But, okay, I'm going to start by preserving this circle for something else. And then maybe yes, no, maybe. Why not? Remember, Lori, don't overthink it. That's the trick to collage, I think. Don't overthink it. Because by nature, it's an eclectic mix of just all different things that are pleasing to your own eye, right? And, you know, yes, a lot of times we want to create items that we can sell, but if we overdo creating for the sake of what we think others might like, then sometimes we get stuck in our own heads. Let's see what else. Looking for some more bits in my jar here. These are kind of neutrals and tans. Let's see. Ooh, I just hit a chock full of little pieces. Let's see what's here. Some of these are too thick. They're not. Oh, there's a little bit of mulberry paper. That would create fun texture. I like this piece over here. I like that kind of snaky looking skin going through it. I mean, all right, let's do it. I'm going to pull some of this off there. I want to preserve that A. I really like it. This one is going to be a little challenging to keep the hole because it's not a circle. I can't go through it with a hole punch. But what I will do is stick my awl in there and punch that out. Let's see what else I've got here. More heart cutouts. There's a shocker, right? Ooh, I really like this. I don't know if it's probably too much writing because I already put writing in it. Bummer. I think that would have looked really cool. Oh, let's try. Let's see what we can get out of it. Too much writing? Maybe. Yeah. I think it's too much. I'll save that for another one. But maybe this piece. So let me show you what I just did there. The way the edge looks depends on which way you tear the paper. So when you tear one way, you'll tear up and you'll get white on the other side like this. If you tear the other way, you get a clean edge and the white is on the other side. So, you know, depending on what you like. I don't really like that white edge. I like to have the color of the paper most of the time, so I tend to. And there's probably a really smart person way to know which way to tear it. I don't know what that is. It's trial and error for me, and I'm not even going to use this piece because I don't like the way it looks, but it's trial and error for me. Like, I'm going to do this right now. Let's see what happens. All right, so it looks like I tore it the right way. I like the circles. I'm going to cover that mulberry paper, but that's okay. And I don't want a straight edge. You can see that sometimes it's really hard to choose, and you play around. I love the term. So Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, when she's trying to decide, make a decision with different pieces of ephemera or what color to use or whatever, she does what she calls auditioning. I love that. So she'll put this down and then take it away and put the next one down and kind of see how each of the things that she's considering looks, auditioning them for their role in the journal or on the tag or whatever it is she's making. And I love that. I love that term, the way she used that. All right. So I'm almost covered. I thought I wanted to use this heart because, you know, I always want to use a heart. But I think I need something else here. And I think I know just the thing. I think I'm going to put a piece of collage paper. Yeah, perfect. The nice thing about this is you just put a little glue down in the middle, smack it down, and decide where you want to tear it off. So I don't need all of this, and I don't want all of this. So I just tear it off. There you go. Oh, but I do need to go back and check because I didn't glue everywhere. I need to get that down there. And it's perfect. It just covered the entire tag. Now I can put the heart wherever I want, but I am going to burst through that hole first and make sure that, all right, so I need a little more glue here. So there's another spot I didn't get the collage paper glued down. And I'm using my scissors because I feel like it's closer to the shape, but I might need to go back with my awl or something and tear away these pieces. And also, once I put the string back, you know, the ribbon back in, you won't even see it. So I'm not even too worried about it now. I just need to decide where to put the heart. I'm not big on the whole center thing. I like it kind of cocked to the side and off center. And I think because I like the design here and this is just kind of solid, I'm going to put it on this side. There we go. All right, now just let's move some of these scraps to the side and do some finishing touches. I'm going to poke through. First, I'm looking for the pin, I talked about this on another video. I try to be really intentional about where I put the pin that goes in here, because this glue is really finicky if you don't put the thing back in. All right, so now what I think I want to do is I'm going to grab, this is a jelly print. I'm going to flap the flip side of it, and I want to maybe embellish with a little bit of splatter. So here's what I'm going to do. I mentioned this earlier today on a journal video that I was doing. And again, I say today, but you're going to see this on Monday, so it won't be today. This is a pearlized white dilution spray, and I love it. But I think rather than spray it, to give myself a little bit more control, I'm going to splatter it. And I probably need a bigger scrap paper than what and this is not very effective. Let me try again. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting more all around on my desk than I am on the tag. So what I'm going to do is grab my splatter brush. If you don't have one of these, this is a Tim Holtz tool that's really great. And you put the ink on there, and then you know, kind of create that. But what I don't know is how I'm going to get this on here. I really don't want to waste a whole lot of this. Let me see. I'm going to put this down here. And let's see if I can get these in here, just the tip. Yeah, that should do it. Nope, I didn't have enough. Let's put a little more. I need a little practice using this tool. I'm not that good at it yet. Look at my desk. Look at how much of this is on my desk rather than on on the make. All right, let's try this one more time. There we go. Okay, I think that's enough. And now I'll have pearlized dots all over my table, which is fine. I'm gonna put this in water, make sure I don't. And then I don't know if there's anything else I want to do. I could use a spray, but again, I think I'm gonna go back and ink them. So I think that's it. I think that is my all things altered. So here's that white tag, and I'll put the ribbon back in. And here is the black tag. And again, these both have completely blank flip sides. Well, this one I'll have a little pearlized white on it now. But so they can be used to write little affirmations or quotes or song lyrics in your journals. And that is hashtag all things altered. Let's see what you have going, and join Arlene at Creating in the Waiting and the rest of us. And thanks for tuning in to my channel. I'll see you all again soon.